In a world that is guided by numbers and the physicality of mathematics, we're often analyzed and evaluated on scores. We're evaluated on credit scores. We're evaluated by how much money we make. We evaluate ourselves by how much money we have in the bank. We analyze others by a number category from 1 to 10. We adopt this idea that something has to fit into a certain percentage in order to be successful. But we fail to recognize one thing. When every single organism, and even things that make part of the abiotic world was created, numbers were really not involved. There was no number that was really involved in the design of making the divine look the way that it does. As a matter of fact, it is an idea of proportion, but not necessarily an exact figure, that makes things beautiful. It's the idea of balance. It's the idea of not necessarily having too much, but also not having too little. So next time that you're analyzing yourself in a form of a number, remember that you weren't made as a result of a number. You were made as a result of something unique. You were made as a result of something that was thought of that is beautiful, that will be even greater than what you can imagine. And you were designed with a purpose. See, the energy on the planet really exists to kind of give you the insight that maybe you shouldn't go the route you're going because you don't fit into this group, or you haven't achieved success related in relationship to others at the certain rate that others have, or your body doesn't live up to the expectation of what it should be in order to be on the cover of a magazine, or that you necessarily don't fit in because you have an accent, or you didn't score so well on that test or on all of those tests, so you must definitely not have been learning. But realistically speaking, life is not made from the scores. What good are those? On paper, you could be 100, but in everyday life, you may not know how to handle the qualms and the difficulties that present themselves to you. What's important is how you maintain your zen and your peace inside, and how you recognize that your value, your worth, does not come from a number that's been designed to give you a qualification of being acceptable or not. Because guess what? When you were placed here, you were already made to be beyond just acceptable. You were made in a way that is completely fantastic. So when you look at each person, remember that everything and everyone was designed with that. And don't allow or take the time to even think that because you don't fit into a number category, that you're not where you're supposed to be. If that were the case, you wouldn't be there to begin with. We're exactly where we're supposed to be, and we're exactly who we are supposed to be as well. So channel that. And once you channel that, find a way in which you can use that energy to help others channel it as well.